glad you joined us today on Keeping Our Kids Safe. Our video series is called Kids Helping Kids. And today we're going to deal with a little bit of a heavy subject. On Wednesdays we talk about teens and what's trending and what's hot now, what's not now, and kind of the whole atmosphere of teens everywhere, what they're gravitating towards. And of course, especially with Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas and New Year's just around the corner. All the advertisers know that. Parents are wanting to get Christmases started and to get a lot of the things put together for their holidays, and so advertisers start promoting everything especially in toy lines, but you know, all of the things that are going to attract your teens to want to purchase items are going on right now. And if a teen is trending about brand new software or brand new, you know, just like the other day, we had a whole bunch of new technology news, and Apple and a lot of the other companies are coming out with brand new notepads that are smaller. Everybody's got to have those, and so there again, there's a $300 or $400 purchase your family's gonna, you know, invest into. And you need to understand that there's more going on with than just getting the latest and greatest technology and having it available for your kids. One of the things that we hear all the time is we hear about sexting and kids using their iPads or iPhones or just regular smartphone that they're using, and they're sending text messages back and forth. We know they do that. But a study's come out just recently that says that a lot more teens are engaging in the sexual side of doing text, and that's called sexting. And you have to be really careful. Anything that you put up online. I had this interesting idea the other day. I thought, well, you know, back in the day, I don't know if you remember, this has been a while ago, so we got to go clear back probably to like the 70s and 80s. I can remember my grandmother taking pictures, and it was a very precious thing. In other words, they didn't just take pictures of everything. They took pictures of moments, and then they would get those and they would frame them, they'd put them in their photo albums. You know, and I kind of miss that, because every time we turn around we have another photo that's being taken or something, you know, every little piece of our life being videotaped or photoed, and it gets old after a while. I'm kind of one of those old diehards that likes to look back at memories, you know, special parties, birthdays, things like that. And so coming from that frame of mind, if you're thinking about sexting and what's going on, one of the things you need to realize is back in that day, you would take your camera, film to a developer, and he would take and develop those images. He would give you your completed images in a little package, and it was all protected, and then you also got that negatives of the film in that package. Now, just posing this question to parents, where do you think all the digital negatives are for your kids' photos that are being published online? Now, see, you can delete a photo, you know, just like if you had a fire and your photos got ruined in your photo album, and you'd taken care of putting your negatives for your films or your cameras, you would have put those in a safe place, maybe even stored them in a lockup box in your house. Lo and behold, something happens, you go back, you get the negatives, you reprint those memories that you had, or you get that old film out and you redo it. And you know, you can do those to DVDs and to videotapes and all that kind of stuff nowadays. But just think about that in the realm of our kids taking photos all day long in every situation. Think about all the video cameras out there that's doing that as well. Where are those digital negatives? You know, if you actually take a picture of someone, you have the ownership and copyrights of that picture. Even if you upload them to the web, you still own those. But do you own the negatives? And that really is the question with, you know, intellectual property. Everybody's arguing that, but it doesn't really happen. You know, you can put copyrights on pictures, you can do all sorts of stuff, but if someone's got the negative or the original context of what you put up in that image, they have it forever. And there's multiple copies, there's multiple databases with your image on it. So sit down and talk with your teens. I know that this is a heavy subject. Kids are experimenting, and they're finding about, you know, they're teaching it in school and sex education classes. They're finding out about it through the media. You need to sit down, talk to them first about, you know, the big talk. You need to sit down and do that. But you really need to talk to them about this aspect of the digital world we live in. Once that image or once that video has been uploaded, that there are multiple accounts that will have that in their database, And even if you delete that video, it's still there. Even if you delete that image and think, oh my gosh, it's, you know, I really made a mistake, I shouldn't have done that, and the image is gone, it's wiped out, it's no longer there, someone still has a copy of that, and probably a lot more than most people even realize. So in that vein, we just have had so many stories coming in. People's been asking me all the time. We just had I was doing a little bit of research, and private porn pics aren't private for long. This is something where people actually do this kind of thing and want people to see it. They want their boyfriend or girlfriend to see it, or they've made it to be an expression of themselves. It's still up there. Once you upload it, you don't retain ownership of that. Just remember that. If you're in a committed relationship, you know, myself personally, I don't think that's part of what, you know, you should be doing, but I understand the technology world today. Be safe. At least take that moment, and before you click it to upload it, think, who would I want to see this, and who wouldn't I want to see this? And if that list is even more than one or two, please don't do it. Figure some other way out to share your expression. You know, call a friend on the phone and talk to them, and you know, and keep everything that you can as private as you can, because once it's on the web, it's not private anymore. So this is Bill signing out for, you know, Trending Teens. We do this every single Wednesday. Check back on a weekly basis. We have tons of new information that's coming out all the time. Great research that myself and my team work on a weekly basis. So it's good sharing with you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now, everyone.